Hello, welcome to Hard Mode and Hardware, and welcome back to Let's Build. So, I've picked up a game that's been out for a little while now, and a game I've played a fair bit of, but never like this. This is Surviving Mars, and you all know what it is. And there's a new expansion coming out for it this month called, or May, I should say, because I'm recording this in April, right at the end, called Green Planet, which is I haven't really seen much of yet, but it's there. You can see it advertised. Yeah, May 16th it's coming. So I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see what that is. That looks like it's going to be the ability to grow plants outside, which would be exciting. Anyway, forget that for now. What I'm doing today is we're going to play some Surviving Mars for Let's Build, but because this is hard mode and hardware, emphasis on the hard mode, I'm going to try and make it as hard as I possibly can with the difficulty settings, and we'll see how we get on. So, I have got some settings from the internet that will give me the hardest possible. There we go, 290, 300. So I think Russia is the hardest. Futurist, I believe, is about the hardest to do, so we'll go with Futurist. The company logo doesn't matter. The mystery. Let's see what the hardest is out of the mysteries. Mars Gate's supposed to be really hard. Rival Colonies 3. Game rules. Right, so the game rules is where it gets interesting. So we'll start with amateurs, Armageddon, Dust in the Wind, Hunger. So let's go through these. Amateurs, no specialist applicants. The learning and knowledge they have is at the most, but a little compared to that, with that of which we are ignorant. Plato, right? So no specialist applicants, so everyone has to be a generalist, which is annoying. Meteor rating is set to a new max level for all locations on Mars. Oh, good. Dust in the Wind, dust storm rating set to a new max level, so that's going to make the dust really damaging, as well as the meteorites. Can't import food from Earth, so I've got to grow everything. So I'm going to have to make sure that everything is built and running top notch before I bring any humans to the planet. If in fact I'm going to have enough rockets to do it separately, we'll see what happens. Inflation, import prices increase over time. That's not good. Long ride, rocket travel time to and from Mars is 3 times longer, which means there's no panic launches when I've run out of something. It's just going to be death. Rebel yell, colonists periodically become renegades. Crime is more severe. Oh god. The last arc can call a passenger rocket only once. Interesting. Okay. Twister, Dust Devil rating set to a new max level, and Winter is coming. Cold Wave rating set to a new max level for all locations on Mars. Cold waves increase power consumption even more. Oh god. Right, okay, so this is going to be interesting because I've only ever played it on a fairly medium setting. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, we're up to 870% as it stands. So I think that's game rules times 10. Yeah, we've got them. All the game rules in. So next, we're going to leave it to what it suggests, just because we'll see how I get on. What should we call it? Should we call it hard mode explorations. Hard mode explorations, right. And next, so now we've got to pick our location. So I've located a point that is really quite hard. We should get over 1,000% difficulty with this. I think the most anyone's ever found was 1,045, but I can't seem to find more than 1,040. And I've written the location down on a piece of paper, and I need to find that piece of paper because I don't know where I've put it. There we go. So this is the hardest one I found is 36 north, 89 west. So that would be this way. 89 west. There we go. 36 north. 1,040%. That is the hardest I can find. I will try and see if there's another one, just quickly, because I'm sure I've seen 145%. Ooh, what was that? Another 1,040, sorry. I'm sure I saw 1,045% around this region as well. But do you know what? 1,040 will do. So we'll go to 36 north, 89 west. There we go, 1,040. So average altitude, so we're high. We've got the mean temperature of minus 72 degrees Celsius. Topography steep. Not much in the way of metals. Very little concrete and very little water. Let's go and see what happens. I've never played it this difficult before, so this is going to be interesting. But this is hard mode on hardware, and I play games on hard mode for this reason, to make them as challenging as possible. Plus the fact, to begin with, it'll only be robots, so we don't have to feel too bad. Oh, here we go. Welcome to Mars, Commander. Mission Control Log 1. Welcome to Mars. Everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see the rocket touching down. Yeah. So, let's try and find... Land, yes, I know I landed. So let's try and find somewhere that's fairly, relatively close. So we've got concrete and water there. It feels like that should be where we aim for first, because anywhere we know. Have we got any scans? Orbital probe. Right, so it's a bit rocky. But the water's there. We're going to need to abuse as much of this as we can. We've got concrete and we've got water. So let's just go ahead and let's see. So we've got them both within the rocket's area so that any droids can do it. Right, okay, let's go for here. Because we know what we've got here and it saves us a scan, so we'll keep the scan for now. Incoming rocket, right. So, let's get these droids working straight away. Called droids? I can't remember what they're called now. It's been a while since I played this, to be fair. Don't appear. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't need to. Don't need all. Yeah, no. So, what are they called? RC driller. So we've got a driller. Let's see what these guys are doing. We haven't brought any. Have we brought any resources? Right, we've got 10 polymers, 10 electronics, and 10 and 20 machine parts. So that's not great. So what we'll do first, we'll build storages. We'll build a universal depot here, because then they can start unloading. They can start unloading. So RC driller, remote control vehicle that extracts metals and rare metals from underground deposits. Drilling wastes 50% of the production. Right, okay, so what we need to do is set a scan. No, you stay there. I can't remember how to set a scan. Set a tech to research. Right, okay, so we'll do that. Water reclamation, engineering. Resolves the obvious problems with water pressure in low G environments and will allow for more complex hydrosynthetic. Right, okay, robotics. Generates 100 per solve for RC Explorer vehicle. Multiple vehicles result. Subsurface heating. Cold areas. Right, I feel like that would be the first one. And then that. I'm going to go for that because the research is always good to have. And then we'll go engineering. And we'll go in that order. Right, so that's... So we'll scan that area. We'll scan that area. So it'll take a little while, but it'll start. Right, so... These are unloading, that's fine. Can get them to gather this as well. Oh look, meteorite. Oh my, good. That's good. Loads. Like last time I played this, I usually have it set so I don't barely see a meteorite. Find water on Mars. So we've got that. Cool. Yeah, it's so I've never seen a meteorite before. Oh dear, they're falling everywhere. The only good thing about that is sometimes they bring resources, but not always. Okay, I've seen the updates. Right, I just want to clear that notification. Game speed, so we can pause. Which we might have to do if I see a meteorite coming in, because I'm like, okay, let's just plan how this disaster is going to be managed. Right. So let's speed them up because they're just doing nothing at the moment. Should be gathering. Let's see if what prefabs did I bring. Let's just slow them down. Concrete extractor. We're going to need power as well, aren't we? So I'm going to try and keep it close for now. Because the more cabling we use and everything, the harder it's going to be. I'll leave those to keep extracting this material. Surface deposit, metals. So let's build some power. I've got one Stirling generator, which terrifies me because that's definitely going to get hit by a meteorite very, very quickly. So we'll build it there anyway. So it's not directly on the concrete extractor, but close enough. And then we can just do speed up that production a little bit. And then we need to build some sort of storage as well, don't we? Dumping sites. We're going to need a dumping site close because we need to dump the waste, and we might as well have a concrete depot. In fact, you know what? We'll leave the other one, the what's it called? Default, universal depot. Right. Let's see if there's anything scanned yet. 25% scan. Right. Dare we open it? No, there's no point at the moment. We'll keep it shut because if we're on this level of difficulty, that is gonna break down very quickly with the dust. So we'll leave it shut until it's actually needed. Must be connected to a power consumer. Yeah, I know. Well, hopefully they're going to get on with that because here's the machine parts. Let's get these guys moving. Hopefully not encouraging meteorites to follow me even quicker. Right. So production is 10, demand is 10. That's good. So hopefully we will get 33%. I'm hoping one of these areas is going to be a bit of a gold mine for materials, but I'm not holding out that too much hope. So we're building up a little store of concrete already. So I'm going to put a concrete store nearer to the thing because then the drones don't have to work so hard and hopefully won't die in the process of moving all that concrete. So we'll leave that there for now. And keep them on the full speed. I'm stressing out about these meteorites. I'm keeping an eye out for them. Yeah, drone hub. Yeah, that's all lovely, but I haven't got much in the way of resources, so they can just forget the drone hub for now. Unless I've got one prefabbed, possibly. Infrastructure. Oh, I've got a prefab, right, okay. It's going to need more power than I've got at the moment, though, I think. It's okay. Okay. What else have I got in prefabs? So I can build solar panel, that's fine. Large solar panel we can build, that'll provide 5 power. This is not going to be pretty to begin with. We can't do a can we do a yeah, we can do a wind turbine. Large wind turbine. We can even do a large wind turbine. However, one machine part maintenance is a lot, considering I haven't got that many. Stirling generator, power accumulator. So a power accumulator would be good. Oh, power switch. Yeah, that's new to me. What else have we got? Prefabs anyway. We've got one fuel refinery, so we can send the rocket back. We've got sensor tower significantly boost your scanning speed for nearby sectors. Have we got a sensor tower? Do you know what? That'll be worth it. I think that would be. Yeah, we'll go with a sensor tower. That seems like a sensible thing to build. It's not a huge amount of resources to build it, and it will help us scan quicker and hopefully warn of meteorites before they arrive, rather than after. There we go. So let's see how fast. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Right. Okay. Anomaly found right there. So we need an RC Explorer. Right. Okay. I forgot about that. I couldn't remember what vehicle did it. So anyway, we've got that. We've got more concrete over there, which is fine. What else have we got? Nice. Cool. So interesting reasons. Send an explorer to analyze the anomaly. Well, we haven't got an explorer, so nope, don't want that. So that would have to have come as a prefab, and I didn't bring one, which was stupid. So anyway, we're leaving that as it is for now. We might find some metals though in one of the other areas, and we can send that guy to go and drill him. So how's he doing?
Sector scanned.
Ooh, more concrete. That's good. Concrete's always good. And what's this? Research site. Water extractors or moisture vapors, yeah. We need some water soon. Anyway. I'm talking rubbish and we're not getting anywhere. So, I think possibly then our drone hub would be the next obvious thing. Because if we can get a fuel... sorry, miles away. If we can get a fuel production going, then we need some power, don't we? Right, okay. So we'll build a solar panel. We're only going to be able to extract. We're only going to be able to get power during the day, maybe. But you know what? It's better than nothing. Yeah, so if we can start producing fuel, we can send this rocket back and possibly buy an explorer.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
So there's metal as well. Ah, brilliant. Right, okay, so that's good. So we can send this guy to go and drill there. And he will extract us a load of metal, and we need metal. There's loads of 580 metal, look. So, how are we doing on the power? Producing, alright, so we're not producing as much as we're using. So, let's go for another one. I don't like building lots of solar panels, but oh, it's drones. I thought it was a meteorite. I was a bit worried.
Resources are low.
And the problem with the solar panels, obviously, is they don't work overnight. So, ooh, wasn't much of a warning, was it? Thanks for the warning. That wasn't a warning. So we've got the solar panels. We could do with some storage, really. Let's just slow down a notch. Right. So if we can get some power storage on the go. Got a massive amount of that, and that does not come easy. Polymers do not come easy, but we need the power generation. We need the power storage. Do we? Or do I just go ahead and build a wind turbine? I'm going to build a wind turbine. Because at least it'll work when it's windy, and if we're in bad weather conditions, then I suppose we're more likely to get bad weather, aren't we? I suppose. And it'll keep that sucker rotating, generating power. Right, so we've got one of two, we've got 2 rockets. So a cargo rocket would be good. I'm going to hang on because we don't know what we're going to need. I know I'm going to need more polymer. That usually costs a fortune. Could do with an explorer. Let's have a look what we've got. Haven't got a huge amount of money. Cargo capacity 40 kilos as well. Definitely need some polymer. Machine parts as well. Don't need more drones. Five more drones. I'll go for 20 more electronics. Don't really want an orbital probe. Stirling generator. Oh, this is eating into it. Ooh, this is eating into it. Right, moisture vaporator. And that's it. That's small parts or small electronics factory. They're good to us at the moment. And I've almost used all the money up. Oh god. This is probably a mistake, but I need these resources, and it's the only way to get them. So, oh well. There we go. We've got a rocket on the way. Right. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Right. So, next up, we're gonna need. So we've got a water. Got a water vaporator on the way. We've got moisture generator, a stirling generator. Moisture vaporator and a stirling generator on the way. So I think we need a fuel. We need a fuel refinery. And we've got that as a prefab. That's good. So I'm gonna. This is a mess. I mean, this is not how I normally play it, but I am keeping everything close because the least. You know, the less cables, and I'm going to put this here. The less cables and pipes we can use, the better, because everything is going to be an absolute drain on my resources here. So if I drop that there, we'll see how we get on. So it's not too far away from everything. It's also sort of in line for this water when we eventually get round to that. Building's not working. Yeah, I know. So, I know it's not working. That's fine. It's turned off for now. That's fine. We'll leave it turned off. Until we got that water vaporator, it's no use to us anyway. I'm not building an extractor here because that's more resources and it's more power and it's a lot of cable to run into there. For now, it's staying as is. There's nothing on this rocket, but we need to refuel it to send it back up. So that'll do. We'll have to wait. How are we doing on this? That's about a quarter full. Plenty of concrete. So what can we build? Concrete plant. Produces concrete and does not require a deposit. Consumes fuel. All extractors contaminate nearby buildings with dust. Polymer factory needs to be inside a dome. Domes are way out of our league at the moment. As are all these things. So, recharge station. Recharges drone batteries. Well, the drone hub's got one built in, so we don't need that. Sensor tower. Useful. Trade pad. Could be useful. Landing pad. That could be useful. We've got loads of concrete. So if we build that there. Because then at least we've got somewhere to land and hopefully won't damage our stuff if it doesn't kick up dust. And especially with being used in Stirling generators and stuff, it's going to cause havoc if we kick up too much dust. So let's whack this on high mode. Let's just terrify ourselves. Scan that, scan that. It's a lot of resources, so I've nailed it with this because there seems to be a lot going on over here, considering it's on hard difficulty. 1040 difficulty. Before we go any further, let's save the game. New save game. So this is Russia Sol 4, so it's hard mode exploration 1. So if it goes wrong, we can come back to that point.
Sector scanned.
What have we got? Lots of water. Lots. Oh, meteorites. Lots of water. Good. Water's always good. That rocket really is taking a long time to get here. There we go, also save anyway. So power not great. It's holding out, especially without those 2 solar panels. So for now, I'm happy that that's what we need. Does this need power? Oh, you can convert that to a tripod. Okay, no, it doesn't need power. That's good. Okay, so good. Got a rocket on the way. It's still only 20% here. As soon as that arrives, we can start exploring some of these things. This doesn't seem to have batteries, which is good because these explorers normally need power, and this guy's been out here for ages, but he's got loads of metal on the go. We have got quite a lot of metal actually, and quite a lot of concrete as well, so that's still not full, which is good. This is where we're going to fall down, electronics. We need to... The problem being is you can't really... The only way to create this is to have it... We need fuel to create polymers, and we need polymers to create electronics, and we need it... All of it needs a dome and actual people to run it, which is going to be a nightmare. So... We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it.
Research complete.
Oh, good. So research is complete. Subsurface heating, that's good. Wind time, turbine upgrade, polymer blades, power production increased by 32%, hands-on observations. Right, so we'll have that as a next... In fact, we might do that as the next one and put water reclamation after that, because the turbine we're using, we could do with more power out of it, especially once we've got other things building. So far it's not as scary as I thought it would be, and I feel like that might be famous last words, but we'll see what happens when this rocket arrives. I've just noticed as well, let's look at this. I wonder if I can get... I'm concerned that there's not going to be any way to get down here. So that we might actually be stuck on that plateau. Unless we land another rocket somewhere else and start a second colony of sorts. So, even though there's good resources up here, I feel like they might not last long enough. We'll see what happens. I suppose we better run a power cable down to this.
Sector scanned.
These are all barren bits, there's not going to be much here, I don't think. Over here is probably going to be some decent... I'm going to start scanning over there because we might have to land the second rocket over there eventually. If we send this one back and bring it back with anything, because they've only got $580 million, then we could send it over there, but it's a bit of a risk. I feel like we should concentrate down here and hopefully produce what we need to produce rather than rely on gathering it, because at the moment This is all we've got. Need a dome as soon as possible, but I think that's always been the case in Surviving Mars, because once you start producing your own materials, everything comes from inside the dome and you need humans to run it. So it's always been the case, but it's particularly stressful when there's meteors landing left, right and centre, because it can just wipe you out dead quick. Right, so we're 2/3 of the way there with the other rocket. We'll just see. We'll just keep it running full pelt until that arrives. There's a dust devil up there.
Sector scanned.
No resources. Again, no shock there. Guarantee the next two will be nothing as well, but at least they're scanned.
Sector scanned.
Oh, I've just looked. Because we're on frozen ground, we need a subsurface heater to make things... I should have turned that off because it's now frozen. So what I need to now do is sacrifice more resources, because I should have paid attention. Luckily we've got loads of metal to maintain this, but I'm going to have to build a subsurface heater, so... do that, shall we? Why not? Again, the subsurface heat is not something I've come across yet, so I should have read carefully what was happening. But look, the building is frozen. Use a subsurface heater to heat the surrounding cold area. Hopefully that will warm that up. Luckily I don't have to warm up the shuttle. However, this one is now landing, so that's good. And also it's not going to kick up dust all over my solar panels, which is also good. So let's just slow it down before we go any further. So there we go, Explorer. Right, you start with that, scan that anomaly, because that might be interesting. These drones assign to there, assign to there, assign to there. There's another one I think, but let's build more storage. Build another universal depot. There. She'll have to do for now. Right, so this needs power. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, well, the drones are running out of power. That's not good. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right. You charge. Is there a way to select all the drones? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm going to have to construct recharge stations, I think. So you assign to that. Oh, this is a nightmare. So what's going on with this anomaly? Not enough power. Right, okay. So let's open that for now. Must be connected to a water producer. Right, yeah, okay. So if we build the water here. I can't believe I already had a vapor extract. Oh, what an idiot. Should have checked that. I didn't realise I already had one. Oh well, we've got two now. So there's one for now, and then we can build another one. That should hopefully be on the warmth. can go and scan that anomaly. Building's not working. 3. Right, okay, so that needs power. So we'll build power. And then we need a water pipe as well. So and build the pipes as well, why not? Screw it, never mind. Right, so we can ignore them. New tech's available for your research. Cool, right, so we've got RC transport harvest resource faster and maximum storage increased by 15. Drones and rovers move 20% faster. Okay, that's fine for now. Low storage resource. We haven't got any storage, in fact. Scan anomaly 250. Interesting. Okay, I think we're going to need to build another wind turbine. Because we're just clearly not getting enough power from what we've got. It's fine when the solar panels are open, and even then it's not really fine because we're using more power than we've got still. So, how are we getting on with that anomaly? Right, let's speed things up a little, let's see what's happening. So we still haven't got enough power. We need that.
Anomaly analyzed.
Someone joked we found kryptonite. It was because of the greenish-yellow hue of the beryl crystals.
Ooh. What does that mean? I'm not even sure, but it's fine because it was good. We got any more anomalies to scan? Yeah, there's one there, so you go and do that. Look at this little warm patch now. Lovely. So we should be able to make fuel.
Research complete.
Ooh, research complete. Live from Mars. More applicants start to appear on Earth. Great, great. So next up, what have we got? We've got that one coming up. Increase research provided by sponsor by 100. That would be useful. I think that's coming up because right, hopefully the drones are gonna maintain that building. Right, so we've got that because I want to increase the research production by 100 per sol. As it is, it takes forever because it's only 200 per sol. Hey, ooh, this is tough. Right, so we've got enough power at the moment. Ideally, we want some storage for power, but that costs polymer, and we haven't got a huge amount, but I suppose we could spare some for storage. In fact, we'll do that now.
Great dust storm approaching.
Uh-oh. Okay, so hopefully not too damaging. Hopefully these are going to shut anyway, and we're just going to have to shut down while we wait for the dust storm to pass. Not had a dust storm yet, so that's another new one on me. Haven't got enough power to power the moisture evaporator. Let's open that for now, and that might save us, so we can start producing fuel. Not enough water. Well, for now we just want fuel, so right, so it suggests we disable non-necessary buildings, which is most of them for the moment, because we are in fact
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
ooh, that's good. Okay, we gained some research, that's good. Dust storms coming. Building's not working. Right, okay, so we've got 18 hours. Morning. Sorry, I'm muttering now because I'm a bit stressed about this. Right, so I don't really know what to do. I'm going to have to shut this eventually because it's not going to be any use to us broken, is it? It's better to save that. So it's going to be shut before the dust. So it's arriving in 13 hours time. Let's just speed matters up and see what we can get done. We've got one fuel. Buildings aren't working because the water's gone down, and that's new planetary anomalies. Haven't got any crew. Can't afford an expedition.
Resources are low.
Yes, I know. I know resources are low, and the reason for that is because resources are low. Right, so let's turn that off for now. We'll have to leave that on, otherwise it's going to freeze, and we'll have to leave that on because otherwise it's going to freeze. We don't need the heater if they're not frozen. We can pause that for now. It doesn't look like that's going to freeze, which is fine. So for the time being, we can just let it run like that. We can probably afford to shut that now. You just about. Stored power is on 29.8. It's gaining very, very slowly. So now that we've got power storage coming in, at least when it's running high capacity, we can charge some up and store it. And I think that is about as far as we're going to go in this video. A little bit of a cliffhanger with the storm coming in 6 hours, but tune in next time for that inevitable disaster that's coming. So actually, although I'm a bit stressed about how many resources I haven't got, it's not a bad start. We've got a little bit of a colony going now. We've got fuel production, we've got water, we've got power. We've got concrete on the go, we've got a decent amount of metal coming through, and we've got both rockets on the planet. Hopefully we can refuel one and send it back shortly. Just so it's there to be used, because at the moment it's no use to us here, is it, with anything? So, I mean, we can sell stuff, I suppose, but as it stands, that's where we are. So, yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. This has been surviving Mars on 1040% difficulty, and it still will be, and we'll come back to it. Let's just pause it while we're here. We'll come back to it when the storm hits. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, let me know you've enjoyed the video, and I will carry on making more of these. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of the exciting installments of what's going to happen on Mars. I don't know why I'm making stupid noises, sorry. Anyway, yeah, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell because you won't miss it. You'll get sent an email and a notification, and that'll let you know I've uploaded a video. And other than that, don't forget to play it on very hard mode, like 1040% hard mode. Play it on that hard mode. 1040. Bye!